Let's gather together and get rich. Whether we're shelling peas together, or doing a barn raising together, or bringing in the whatever crop together. Okay, we've been doing our separate thing all summer. Now we return and have this kind of community gathering thing. And this community gathering, this ferment of activity that we gather for goes on until it snows hard enough that we don't really want to drive anywhere. Allahu Akbar, the unity is greater than. It's taking a moment to open to the unity that is greater than whatever expectation I have for what I'm supposed to be doing right now. One of the best ways to not be fully present is to have a clear expectation of what one is supposed to be doing right now. And I must say that at the beginning of anything that is supposedly spiritual or has something to do in the nature of the sacred, we often come to it with a great deal of not exactly clear sense of what we're supposed to be doing right now, but a very clear sense that there's something we're supposed to be doing right now and a way that we're supposed to be. This is not ideal for being fully present. It is, however, common enough that it's really love to have something to do that opens us out of something to do mode or something to be mode. The phrase Allahu Akbar is one of those phrases, is a custom, is an opportunity. Allahu Akbar, the unity is greater than. Whatever's going on right now, whatever I am fixated on, whatever I am thinking is supposed to be happening inside of me right now at the beginning of a practical Sufi skills and teachings class. The unity is greater than that. Anything that's been on my mind up until now does not need to be banished. Anything going on in my body, comfortable or uncomfortable, does not need to be ignored. The concerns of my life are not to be surgically removed from the attention of my soul. I'm here to be whole. Wholeness and holiness, certainly. There's a very big relationship there. The doorway to the sacred is the real. Honesty is the prerequisite for holiness. Allahu Akbar, the unity is greater than. I'd like to teach two qualities that I think of as being very pertinent to this time of year, and then open to any questions on that or anything. We're right on the edge of the great turning. And this whole time of year is a time of year that has a lot to do with coming in from the outside world. Summer is such an exterior time, so much going on out there, and winter is a time of interiorization, and we're in the complicated period of time of breaking the habit of being all about what's going on out there and starting to turn inward. To do this well, to do this juicily, with full benefit, I think of two qualities. One, the quality of al-jami, the gathering, the gatherer, the furling together. Let's work with that one first, and then we'll work with the next one. Ya Allah, Ya Jami. When I say Ya Allah, Ya Jami, first is feeling how it gathers, still keeping open-ended, my attention to right now. Yes, Allahu Akbar, the unity is greater than. I am in this room, but I am not confined to this room. Certainly. However, there is something lovely about being able to have a soft, gathered focus, as though my attention had put an arm around what's happening in this room. We are having a gathering. in this room. I am not cutting off from my concerns elsewhere. But I can gather myself here and allow myself to be gathered. Am I gatherable, or am I scattered all over the place, whipped by winds as I move through the world? Can I gather? Can I furl? Ya Allah, Ya Jami, Ya Allah, Ya Jami. It's a powerful quality for when I am feeling scattered, my intentions scattered, my attention scattered, my efforts scattered. Ya Allah, Ya Jami. Holding focus, putting an arm around, creating the gathering. There we go, Ya Allah, Ya Jami. And it's a wonderful quality for the taking stock that is healthy to have go on at this harvest time of year, the finishing up of projects or the putting away of projects that are not going to be completed now. Ya Allah, Ya Jami, a time of gathering, concentrating. Al-Ghani is the richness, the feeling of richness and prosperity. That's why we're gathering it. That it not simply wither on the vine after all of our hard labor. Look, there are grapes. Pick them. Squish them. Store them. Bottle them. Gathering in all the fruits, gathering in the vegetables, chopping, steaming, freezing, canning, the great al-jami, the gathering, for the sake of Ya Allah al-Ghani, the feeling of being rich, the feeling of having tremendous prosperity on the inside. And this is a time of year which is all about, okay, is it going to die before I pick it? Is it going to rot before I can it? Can I actually, of the myriad projects of all that has unfolded outwardly, the reason for al-jami is for the feeling of, oh, al-ghani, the richness. It's the reason for there being a gathering at all, right? Even if it's a gathering, just a gathering of a Sufi class, a potluck, any community gathering, the purpose of the gathering is to feel rich, to feel enriched, to go, oh, I'm so full with harvest. This is good. I'm so glad we have gathered together. This is the purpose of the gathering, the purpose of any gathering, rather a gathering of kindred souls or a gathering of tomatoes to make and can tomato sauce. Yeah. I had such a moment yesterday. It's been 3 days of being ill and just completely unable to do any number of things that I'm already behind deadline on. And all the people I haven't gotten back to, about all the obligations of every single project that should have been done. And, you know, I just was sitting there on the porch going, yesterday is really basically the turning point of feeling better. By the afternoon, I was feeling a lot, I mean, you know, my lungs are still full of junk, but feeling better enough that I was able to sit there on the porch and say, you know, I have a great life. There's a heck of a lot that has not been done. And there's so much that I am in the midst of. And this unfinished house, I'm so glad I have this place. It's pretty great. You know, and this unfinished marriage and this unraised child, it's totally incomplete. I'm not done with them yet. They're not done with me yet. There are all kinds of transactions that I'm completely in the midst of. It's not over. And I'm not going to wait until it's all finished to feel rich. because then I'll be dead. Ya Allah, Ya Jami. I sit here in the midst of what has accumulated around me so far. Ya Allah, Ya Ghani. And feel rich. Holy moly! What a heck of a lot has in fact accumulated around me. In my garden, in my personal life, in my inbox of my email. That's a lot! Oh, and I brought the powder. Just remind me of it later. Yeah. Ya Allah, Ya Jami. Ya Allah, Ya Ghani. I think these may in fact be the apropos qualities. They just may be kind of unfamiliar and a little bit of a lurch almost to align with them. That it's not, in fact, comfortable. It's kind of a squeeze, right? Summer's being squeezed out. The infinite is starting to show in its finiteness, and then it will go back into its infiniteness later after having done some real uncomfortable refining. Ya Allah, Ya Jami. I'm being gathered. I'm being squeezed. The squeeze is on. Will Ya Allah, Ya Jami be the prerequisite, the means by which I come to identify Ya Allah, Ya Ghani. I'm rich. How do I Jami for the sake of Ghani? How do I see it, feel it, taste it, gather it? And note, oh, there it is for the picking. Yeah. It was really great just watching my husband and son shooting arrows. There's a lot that could be getting done instead of shooting arrows. Is there anything more important than taking a late summer afternoon to shoot arrows? Ya Allah, Ya Ghani, I'm rich. We're together. Watching the two of them, Ya Allah, Ya Jami, the way they were gathered into each other. Shooting those arrows. Picking them out of the target. Figuring out whose arrow that was that got the bullseye. Not being able to figure it out? All right. Ya Allah, Ya Ghani. Blessing upon all that we can't figure out. Let's try it again. Aware that there may be struggle. Aware that what we're asking for is intervention into the existing order inside of us. Our shelving units are set up in a certain way. Our internal modus operandi is set up in a different way. When we invoke and we chant, we are specifically saying, of my own free will, I am invoking a vibration that is going to disrupt my existing modus operandi. Please come in and go ahead and rearrange me so that my interior is more in harmony with your Jami, with your gathering. And please rearrange my interior so that my modus operandi, my capacity, is more aligned with receiving your Ghani. Bismillah. Starting at the beginning. Ya Allah, Ya Ghani. Ya Allah, Ya Ghani. Ya Allah, Ya